All right. Hello, everybody. So, my name is Saya, and I'm working for Visit Lapland, and I'm at the moment here in Rovaniemi, in the official Santa Claus city. And probably, maybe many of you have visited the city or at least heard of it. So, because of the current situation, we wanted to do a little live show for you because maybe you were coming to visit Rovaniemi or you're planning later. Hopefully, that is possible. But because of the current situation, it's not possible. You will at least see how it's looking right now. I am at the moment here in the Arctic Museum beach area, so quite near the city center, around maybe 5 minutes. So this is how it's looking like now. I'm gonna flip the screen and show a little bit of the river. So like the live headline said, that is it already summer here in Rovaniemi? Unfortunately, it's not quite yet. So now we are living the time in the middle of May, and it is currently looking like this. So quite a lot of ice still at this part, but later on I will walk a little bit towards the Lumberjacks Bridge. So there the river is actually looking quite different. It's looking almost like summer, so there is not ice at all. So here you can see these big chunks of snow and ice, and actually still maybe even a week ago or at least 2 weeks ago, the river was completely different. It was full of ice and full of snow, but now in the distance you can see that those ice is floating there, and it is moving quite fast, and the river is slowly opening, and we are heading towards the summer season. um, at the moment it is actually quite nice weather. It's been good so far. Not that warm. Maybe in other parts where you are now watching this, you might have plus 20 or even over that. But in here, in Lapland, in Rovaniemi, we currently have around plus 7, quite windy, so a little cold, but hopefully it will get warmer soon. And yeah, it's been quite sunny today, and at least yesterday, and hopefully it will continue like this. And also, of course, the warmer we get, the faster the ice will melt and we will be ready for the summer. And I want to show you also in here, I just noticed that this is a sign of spring. I have no idea what this is called in English, but these little things in Finland are usually coming around Easter, at least in the southern parts. So we are around 2 months behind, for example, Helsinki or other parts in the southern Finland. But yeah, this is current situation in here, and so happy to see that many of you are missing Rovaniemi and planning to visit, and you should definitely come and visit sometimes. So let's continue a little bit. I'm gonna show you the place where I am now and then tell a little bit more. So in here you can see more of the beautiful sunny sky, at least still sunny. Let's see if that will change. And over there you can see maybe a familiar landmark for many of you. So that glass building over there is the Arctic Museum. So this is just in the city center, and this is the Arcticum Garden. So in the winter time, over there, on the far away there, is a place where many of people enjoy the snow, and actually in the winter time also, because of the river here is completely frozen, you can go walk there, you can go ski, you can do all these winter sports over there. But now there is a little lake over here in front of Arcticum. I'm going to show you that as well, because that is quite full of ice still. Here we go. And there you can see the building a little closer. So hopefully in a matter of weeks, maybe in a month, all of these trees will be full of beautiful green leaves, and the scenery will definitely look different. Maybe we can do a live then as well, and then you can compare how the situation is changing during weeks, because even though the summer in Lapland is quite short, usually, I mean, at the moment the situation is kind of different from other years because there has been very much snow, and it's still not melted. If you have seen our other lives, the first one from, there was a guest from Utsjoki, and she showed that there was still quite a lot of snow, and it's the situation in the northern parts. So it will change quickly, but right now in some parts it's still full winter. Let's continue our journey over here. So now if we continue this road, we will be getting closer to the Lumberjacks Bridge, which is probably one of the most known landmarks in Rovaniemi, and this view as well. And in the winter time, actually this beach area is the best place in the city center to catch the northern lights, because there is quite a lot of darkness in this area except this road that goes over here. Those are basically the only lights, and then some lights coming from there. So if you are planning to visit Rovaniemi in the winter time and you are staying here at the city center, you can come and check your luck in here. So there you see the museum. So I am now currently in the Arcticum garden. So this building over here is the Arcticum. Right. Okay, sorry about that little connection problem. But yeah, if you didn't catch what I just said, if you are watching this live, now it would be nice to hear where you are from and how you are doing. So let's go over here. And here you can see a little more of the river over there. And Arcticum over here. Okay. So now I'm gonna head towards the city bridge, so the Lumberjacks Bridge, because I want to show you the situation over there. Like I mentioned earlier, it is looking quite different than in here, even though it's only maybe 50 meters away, maybe 100 meters. Yeah, someone is commenting that I've been in winter and loved it and would like to visit in the summer and see what it's like. Definitely. So even though Lapland and Rovaniemi in general are mostly known for the winter tourism, and there are many people visiting in winter as well, but hopefully when the situation is changing, and maybe it is possible to travel in the summer as well. I highly recommend that if you have any interest of seeing beautiful nature and green landscapes and peace and quiet and everything that is in the winter as well, but in a little different scenery. So Lapland in the summertime is definitely worth the visit. All right, we have people from Germany. Hello there. All right. Now from this place, it is looking quite good. So this is the little hill behind the Arctic Museum. So if you are planning a visit in the winter time, this little hill over here is a good place to come and catch the northern lights just from the city center. It's not the best one, but in my opinion, it's worth the try. But yes, let's talk about a little bit of the summer time in Lapland. The weather really depends where you are and how, of course, depends on the year as well. So it can be a much over plus 20 degrees, or it can be plus 6. In June, it can snow, or it can be full sunshine and like a proper summer. But yeah, of course, depends on the year. Let's see how it's gonna be this year. Hello from Brazil. Hello there. Okay, I have to do a little round behind this because apparently they're doing some fixing in the Arcticum, but it is okay. So this place is just 5 to 10 minutes walk from the city center, and it's very beautiful. And this road leads us to the museum itself. Okay, here we are. So like said, the main season in Lapland and in Rovaniemi as well is the winter in tourism. But the summer is also, it's getting more popular, and we're of course hoping that more people would come in the summertime as well. Because in my opinion, it is quite unique. And even though the summer lasts only a few months, it's a good 2 months at least. So in June, July, and still August, we have the official summer months. And then after August, in September, October, it is getting to the fall season. And then we again have the beautiful fall colors. So in here, we have the museum. And behind me over there, you can see the river. So let's go to the other side. Someone is saying that when this will finish, we will be there. Yes, definitely come here. You are more than welcome to come. And this time, May, and like the end of April till May is kind of a funny time in Lapland when talking about tourism, because in April there are still a lot of Finnish people actually coming to Lapland from the southern parts because we have the Easter holidays. So that's the best time in the northern Lapland to actually come ski. So that's the time when the Finnish people are arriving. But now there aren't that many people. Usually, of course, now even less. Someone is asking, what's the name of the river? So that river over there is Ounasjoki. So Ounasjoki River. And then there are actually two rivers, and the other is named Kemijoki River. So in Rovaniemi, there are two rivers that are crossing or passing. But that one over there is Ounasjoki. All right, so now we are closer to the city center. So if there are new people joining, I'm just going to the Lumberjacks Bridge. There were some constructions on the Arcticum, so I have to do a little round trip from the city. But now you can see that as well. Someone is commenting that hope one day I can visit Lapland. I really hope that as well. So this situation in here has caused a lot of problems to tourism in Lapland in general and in Rovaniemi, of course, because around March, like in every other place, also in here, everything got shut down and the Finnish borders were closed as well. So of course there weren't any people able to visit. And the situation still is the same, but now in Finland there has been some decisions that in June, 1st of June, they are starting to open some services, for example, some restaurants and libraries, but the borders are still at this point remaining closed. So here you can see a little footage of the city center. So it's actually over there. There are all the hotels and shops. And yeah, someone is commenting that I can see many bikes. And that is actually a very good point. Because Rovaniemi is quite a small city, there are, everything is quite close. So many people are using their bikes. And I know that it might sound a little crazy, but in the winter time as well, many people are biking around. And bike is, I think it's easy and it's very good way to see the city, but it's not maybe that common. But many people still do that in winter time as well. But now, when the streets are clean, it's really good, and you can get with a bike easily to many places. So just a few minutes walk, and then we are back in the river. But it's nice that you get to see a little bit of the city as well. And maybe I could say a few words about the situation here, how it has changed. I talk a little bit about how everything got shut down a few months ago, and now it is slowly getting better, and more places are about to open. But it has been very strange because there hasn't been basically anything open. The streets are completely out of people. There is nothing, which is of course good that people are doing what the government is asking them, but it has been very strange. And probably the same situation in other places as well. Hi from Austria. Hello. Nice that you have joined us. Okay, here we are. Back in the river. And greetings from Mexico. Hello. We have a very international audience here, and very nice that you have joined us today. Maybe it's not the best way to experience Rovaniemi, but definitely better than nothing. And it's amazing that the technology allows us to share places like this. And hopefully during the summer, we can continue to do this. And also we have these live discussions, if you haven't noticed yet. So you are able to watch them from Facebook and YouTube and from the Visit Lapland website, our lapland.fi. And these will be also found from there later on if you want to come back to Rovaniemi and watch how it looked like. Hi from UP of Michigan. Hello. Okay. Here we are. There's this little harbor, so I think I'm gonna head over there. Hello, all the way from Australia. Wow. Okay. So here is the river view again. So I just walked all the way from there and from the city, and now in here. Maybe I can go from this side to get a little closer view. So still in this part, there are ice floats, but when we continue just a little bit, not that much anymore, and it is moving quite fast. Someone is commenting that, hello, thank you for sharing the current situation. Planning to go there this late November. No worries. You are more than welcomed, and hopefully we will see you in November. So in here, we have Ounasvaara. So the little hill, and over there is also the skiing resort of Rovaniemi. And there in the distance, you can see our beautiful Lumberjacks Bridge. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Went to Rovaniemi in 2005. Hello to you as well. Okay. So like you can see, much more open waters than in the place where we started. But in here, we still have snow. So few weeks, just weeks ago, we still had piles of snow in the city center as well, but now it is gone. So here again, the river view. And let's see if I can go from here to show you the bridge as well. So if you would just look up like this, you could imagine it's summer, but when you look down again, there we have the ice. And actually this year they estimated that there would be quite bad floods in here, so that because we have so much snow that it would cause a lot of troubles when the snow is melting. But at least for now the situation is still okay. I haven't heard that there has been any problems with it, but it can still come later on, and maybe worse in the northern parts where we have more snow. But in here we are still good. And for example, to the Arctic Museum, they actually built these protection things around the museum if the floods would come. But yeah, this is maybe the most iconic view of Rovaniemi that you can ever see. So in here we have the Lumberjacks Bridge, this one over here, and in here we have Ounasvaara. So this beautiful hill, and in the winter time you can go skiing there or just hiking, walking around, going to a campfire to cook some sausages and marshmallows. Someone is asking that you think for this November 25th there will be snow or too early to see it. Very hard to say. Last year the snow came pretty early, so I think in November we already had at least some snow, but totally depends on the year. So if the situation is good, then there will be snow, but can't guarantee anything. But hopefully, if we are visiting on November, let's cross our fingers that we have snow. So I'm gonna go here closer to the river. Here is autumn now, and the minimum temperature is 16 Celsius. Oh wow, the minimum. In here in nighttime, the temperature is still going down to minus degrees sometimes, but it's around +1 or 0 or below that. So not very warm yet. But here, this would be a beautiful postcard view as well. So still quite big chunks of these ice, but it is moving very fast. Let's see if you can see that. Because the river is moving, the ice is also moving quite fast. And it's actually quite a funny view when the river is actually cracking and these big floats are starting to move. But now in there, in the far away, there are still a little bit more. But now we still have, now we have so much opening. So here is the view. So on this side over there, we have the city center. And when you cross this bridge, you will get to the Ounasvaara area. Let's go a little bit further. But yeah, this is how the situation in Rovaniemi is right now. Not quite summer yet, but hopefully soon. And I'm sure we can do another live when the trees are starting to get leaves and we will get some flowers, and just to get more summery views. But this is quite basic situation in May, even though May in many countries is considered a summer month, but in here it's not quite the same. So officially the summer months are June, July, and August. In the summer, what is the maximum temperature? Again, really depends on the year, but if I remember correctly from last year, there were a few days that we even got plus 30, but that is very rare. That is not, it was maybe like 1 day or 2 days maximum. So it's nothing that happens very often. But what could I say for the average temperature? It's maybe plus 15 to plus 20 degrees. But like said, it really depends on the year. And the lowest, it can go under 10 degrees. Last year there were days that it was in July actually that it was plus 6, so quite cold. But I would say that the normal temperature is around 15 to 20, so nothing dramatic, so quite cold. But if you compare it to the winter months when we can have minus 30 or even over minus 30, that feels quite warm to us. So now we are a little bit closer to the bridge, and here you can see the river view, and there are many people walking and biking and just enjoying the day. So I think this is everything from today. Here you can see again a little bit of the movement of the ice. As you can see, it goes quite fast. But yeah, this is the mid-May in Rovaniemi. Officially not summer yet. It is coming from there, and now we are also getting closer to the nightless nights and the midnight summer. So when the sun doesn't set at all, so it's up all the time, and that is something very unique. So if you're planning to ever visit Finland and Lapland in the summer, you should definitely do that. It is definitely worth the visit. And there are a lot of activities in the summer that you can do: water sports, hiking, just going to the forest, enjoying the nature, anything at all. There are also events, but this summer can be a little different. Let's see. We still don't know if those can be arranged, but let's hope so. But definitely Lapland is a place that you should visit in the summertime as well. In Mexico City, winter temperature are no less than 5 and summer until 36. Yeah, very different from here. And in summer here, maximum can be 35 to 40 Celsius. That is crazy. It's almost like a sauna to us. So I think this is everything from today. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed this live. And remember to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and these live discussions will continue now, and hopefully we'll do this kind of lives in the future as well, because when the situation is what it is, we still think it's important that we can share the beauty of Lapland and of Finland to all of you. And hopefully we can continue traveling soon. Hopefully you are all able to visit Lapland as soon as possible. But thank you everybody. Thank you so much for joining, and have a good day and enjoy these views, and I hope you are all safe and doing good. Thank you so much.